If you play Pokemon cards, then you've probably heard of build and battle format. It's a pre-release style format where you're given a 40 card seeded deck and 4 booster packs, and then you get to build a deck and play a 4 prize game against opponents. This is the kind of format that they play at pre-releases in the United States. In Japan, build and battle works a little bit differently than it does in the rest of the world, and we see that with the newest set, Triplet Beat. Triplet Beat is constructed and packaged in a way that you can play a sealed format with just a single booster box. And what that means is that when you open one half of a Triplet Beat booster box, you're guaranteed to get all of the basics and evolution cards you need to play all of the Pokemon that you pull from your booster packs. So if you open a Meowscarada EX in one half of the Triplet Beat booster box, then you're guaranteed to get a Sprigatito and a Floragato. If you pull a Tinkaton in the other half of the booster box, then you're guaranteed to get a Tinkatink and a Tinkatuff so that you can evolve that Pokemon into play. I've never played this Japanese build and battle format before, but it seems like a lot of fun. So I got my buddy Michael Zele, and we're each gonna open one half of a Triplet Beat booster box and then build decks out of the cards that we pulled and battle them against one another to see which one of us emerges the king of Triplet Beat. Before we get to the pack opening though, I wanna take a brief moment to show you my new YouTube channel, Tricky Jim VODs. I stream Pokemon TCG related content every weekday for hours on end over on Twitch, and then I upload those streams in their entirety for you to watch right here on YouTube on my new Tricky Jim VODs YouTube channel. So definitely make sure to check out the YouTube channel Tricky Jim VODs if you want to see all of my hilarious misplays, terrible deck ideas, Pokemon trading card game live gameplay, and much, much more. Thank you so much for checking out Tricky Jim VODs. Now, let's open that booster box of Triplet Beat. So we have to divide the booster box perfectly. Zele, do you want the left hand or the right hand?
Your left or my left?
Left hand, right hand.
I'll take this one.
Okay, there you go. Each of us has 15 booster packs. Each pack comes with 5 cards, and we're going to build 40 card decks out of our 15 packs. Let's get into it. First up, we've got Duck, Spoink, Bird, Oricorio Hollow. This is a really cool card in a limited format because it allows you to heal 20 damage from your active Pokemon once during your turn, which could be really good if I'm able to find a big Pokemon EX to heal or something like that. And Amoonguss. Something that I really like about limited formats, like the build and battle format or this limited format, sealed format is what it's technically called, is that you get to attack with Pokemon that might not ever see competitive play otherwise. Like, if I'm building a fire deck, this Pyroar could be cool. It does 60 damage for 2 energy. And that's something that's really fun about pre-releases and limited formats, cube drafting, stuff like that. Getting to play with cards that don't otherwise see a lot of love. Now, I think that I'm getting a Quaquaval EX because I've seen both ducks so
far. The Quaxwell.
Yeah, I've seen Yo, check him out. Yes, he's so handsome. I've got all the ducks. I've got a water deck in the making. I think I'm going to have a Quaquaval EX deck. Just saying, look at him. He's slicking his hair back or his feathers, whatever. Love it. And a, not Buizel, Buizel Sr. Yeah, Floatzel. There we go. We got a water deck in the making for sure. Litleo. Phalanx. Very handsome Phalanx. Buizel. See, you're guaranteed to get the pre-evolution. It's so cool that they build their boxes that way. I wish we could do stuff like this.
Oh, I wish we could too. I love sealed formats.
Me too. It's so fun. Wow, check that out. Yes, this is an awesome card. Tinkaton. It's got 140 hit points and an ability that allows you to discard a card from your hand and draw 3 cards, and then its attack does 90 damage plus 90 more damage if Tinkaton has a special energy attached to it. Now, I don't know if there's any special energy in the sets.
There are 2 of them. So there's Jet Energy, and then there's the multi-energy.
There you go.
Luminous.
Yes, Luminous Energy and Jet Energy. So I could pull a special energy to unlock that very powerful attack. Love it. And then Salazzle. Whoop Dog. And Larvesta. Spoink. This bug guy, you know what he is?
Nope, I'm lost on this one too.
Yeah, no, bug guy. I'm not a fan of bug guy. We're going to keep it pushing.
I like the little one, but I don't like the big one.
And then Great Ball. That's a good consistency card in sealed format. Low Kicks. Yeah. Low Kicks is cool. I don't know, guys. Low Kicks, it's got to be one of the most forgettable Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. If you are a Low Kicks defender, I'll know about all that. Sprigatito and Salandit. Litleo. Yo, let's go, dude. Yes. We've got our Clodsire EX. This card is awesome. It's got 280 hit points and an ability that allows you to make your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned once during your turn. And then its attack does 200 damage for 3 energy. And you flip a coin. I think if tails, it can't attack during your next turn. And just look at the holo pattern on that card. It looks magnificent. The Japanese holographic cards really are unmatched in their quality. I mean, they just look fantastic. It is insane. I absolutely love this guy. Clodsire is awesome. Love it. And then we've got, Miss Magius. Cool. Clodsire, welcome to the team. Our first EX for our deck. Young Goose. The little Tinkalink. Yeah. Fungus. Water Tauros. It's got a nice snipe attack, I think, for 3 energy. It does 60 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. And, 2 Tauros in
the double doubler.
The double doubler, dude. 2 Tauros in the same pack. That's insane. Wow. Fighting Tauros and Water Tauros. Love that. Dino. A little, present. What? My memory has been absolutely, it's got to be, dude, I don't know. Come on, I know this guy. What's his name? Delibird. That's it, it's Delibird. As soon as that, Delibird. All right. And then we got a little Sparky Birdman. And Dedenne EX. Each box is guaranteed a Dedenne EX since it's the only terrestrialized Pokemon in the set.
That artwork is like the worst Dedenne artwork I've ever seen. It's not good.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm upset that I pulled the Dedenne on my half.
I saw the upper right corner and I was like, oh, he got the secret rare.
Oh no. I've got Dedenne on my team. It's fine. All right, Dedenne is cool.
I think you should automatically lose the prediction if you pull that one.
What the heck, dude? What the heck? All right, and we've got Director Clavel. Okay. I'm gonna pull the Secret Rare Dendra. Guaranteed. Alright. Banana Man. Tropius. Tinkaton Jr. Buizel. Harry Mama. There we go. 140 hit points. Its ability makes it so your Pokemon take 10 less damage from the opponent's attacks. That is super cool. What a hardcore Pokemon. Love it. And then, Young Goose Senior. Great. All right, we finally got our Fuecoco. Spoink. I got mad spoinks. Pulled a lot of spoinks. Young Goose. Blue-haired dude. There's no way you know who this guy is.
Faulkner.
This is Faulkner? That's an impossible difficulty question. No way. What game is Faulkner from?
I think Gen 3.
No way. I've been playing Gen 3. Yeah, he's
Gen 2.
Gen 2. I was going to say, I've been playing Gen 3. I would know. All right, we got Amoongus.
I got the name, so I'll take it.
You will. Yeah. I was going to say, I've been playing Gen 3. Ain't no way he's in Gen 3. Okay. Little Duckman. Cat Lady. Salazzle. Pyroar. Come on, there's still hope for this side of the box. Zele's side of the box is loaded for sure. There we go. Tink. Quaxwell. This is Quaxwell, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Quaxwell. Volcarona. Seviper. And this new stadium card is really good. It allows you to search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it straight onto your bench. I mean, it's literally like it's like Brooklet Hill, but for any type.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm excited for that one to see play in the format.
Yeah, I mean, this is just very good. This is going to be a forever good card. Yeah, this is just quite literally one of the most powerful stadiums in the game. Just a stadium that gets basic Pokemon. That's
Which
incredible.
is funny because it's the first town or whatever that you're supposed to go to.
Yeah.
And usually those aren't very good.
Yep. It's non-rule box. Is it non-rule box?
Mm-hmm.
Still so good. That is really good. For decks that don't use rule box Pokemon, that's incredible. And in Gym Leader Challenge format, obviously.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Okay, Rockruff. Fuecoco Senior. Fighting Tauros. Water. Dude.
They want you to play the Tauros deck.
The quad doubler. I don't know what you would call that. The double doubler doubler.
The quadruple dupler.
The quadruple dupler. Come on, there's still time. I could get a good card on my side of the box. Come on. All right, I know. I've got the mud guy. Okay, so Clodsire. We've got Clodsire on our side, so anything can happen. Yo, sick. The shopping cart Fuecoco. Very cute. Love that. And then Dendra. All right, I've got one pack.
Oh, and you have not even the no stage 2 EX either.
None of the starters. I do have all of the pre-evolutions for Quaxwell and Fireman and Lightning guy. No, Grass guy. Yep. So I've got Listen, I need these cards to come out in English or else I'm not going to learn their names, just straight up.
Of course. I'm excited to do the opening for Scarlet Violet this weekend because I don't know most of their names.
Yeah. It's like 1 second I'll know them, the next second they're gone. There's no... The Pokemon cards are the only way I learn the Pokemon's names, just straight up. So, I played through Scarlet and Violet. I probably put 50 hours into that game. But that doesn't mean that I know who Nimble is. All right. Larvista. Delibird. I didn't get one, dude. Nothing. It's Clodsire all the way. Oh my gosh. Well, that's fine. I've got Clodsire and I've got Dedenne EX. I certainly got my work cut out for me. My side of the box is feeling a little light. But I'm excited to see what Zele gets out of his packs. So let's get into it.
Tinkatink, Tropius, Zweilous. Ooh, the Paldean Tauros, the fighting type. I love these illustration rares. They just look phenomenal.
They really do.
And Oranguru doesn't really give me any hints as to what I'll be pulling so far. What's the best way you do it? Like this?
Yeah. Wrappers on the floor, dude. Chuck them on the... Yep. Live free.
Kilowattrel or just Wattrel?
Wattrel.
Phalanx. Dino. Ooh, gold Meowscarada.
Bro! That's so sick, dude. Oh my gosh, that looks incredible.
I'm hoping I could get a regular one and I'll get like a 2/2/2 or something.
Oh my gosh. Yo, I'm so sick.
And then, not training court, something court.
Yo. Check that out. This card is nutters, dude. Wow. I mean, just phenomenal. Nice gold secret rare card. That looks great. Love it.
Nimble number 2. Makuita. Magikarp. I would love the Illustrator Rare Magikarp.
Oh, yeah, that card's sick.
Floatzel. And another Artisan. So it looks like we'll both have one.
Nice.
Paldean Wooper. Diglett. Fungus.
Square up a little bit. There you go.
Now this one's Kilowattrel, right?
Yes.
Kilowattrel and Superior Energy Retrieval, which this could go really well with the Meowscarada.
It could, right? Because the Meowscarada's ability places 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, I think.
Yep, and you have to discard a Grass Energy to do that. So you just discard all the Grass Energy, and then you get them back. Yungoos. Quaxley.
Yeah.
Volcarona. Gyarados.
Nice.
And Diglett.
Diglett?
Or not, Dugtrio.
Bro.
I tell Andrew all the time, Gen 1 is my least favorite gen.
What?
I'm a hater. So anytime I forget one of their names, it's all right.
It's not okay. Yo, the 151 set?
That one, I'm excited for that one.
I
Another
am.
Charizard, though, which, although unfortunately means more Electrodes for Natalie.
Yeah.
Phalanx, Zweilous, Fuecoco, Luminous Energy,
Ooh.
and then another Tauros. That's 3 Tauros in the set, huh?
There are 3. All 3 different types. Yep.
That's really cool, though, because it gives you fire and a water option.
Yeah, I'm going to put my Pyroars in my deck to one-hit KO your Meowscarada. You're mad.
Diglett, Tinkatuff, Salandit, Hydreigon, and Faulkner. So far, looking kind of rough over here with no regular EXs or no lines for anything.
I'm predicting that Clodsire's going to sweep.
Fuecoco, Makuita, Delibird, another Oricorio, and a Rangaroo. I think the Hydreigon lets you accelerate Dark Energy, I believe.
It does.
Ooh, here we go. Sprigatito, Dino, Larvesta, Jet Energy, and
Square up a little
Seviper.
Yeah.
So the Jet Energy is really cool because I don't think you got a special energy.
I did not.
So your Tinkaton won't be doing 180 damage.
So Hydreigon has the ability Try Howl, which allows you to look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach any energy cards you find there to your Pokemon in any way you like, and you discard the other cards.
Ooh. Quaxley, Fungus, Crocolore, Quaquaval EX,
Nice.
and another Kilowattrel.
Dude, he's got 2 Stage 2 EXs.
I don't think I got the Florigato, though.
You're gonna get it. You're guaranteed.
Do you think it really works with the secret rares?
Oh, I bet.
Paldean Wooper, Mischievous, Rockruff, Meowscarada EX,
This guy's nuts!
and another Moongus.
I'm so upset, bro.
I'm excited to put them in there. Start spreading some damage counters. Paldea and Wooper. Quaxwell.
Yep.
Litleo. Great Ball. And another Paldea and Tauros.
Dude, these sides of the boxes are not the same.
Imagine you go to the store with your friend and you're like, yeah, let's split a box. And then you like, this is what you get. It's not a good day for you.
Not a good day.
Nimble. Weasel. Phalanx. Another Superior Energy Retrieval. And a Salazzle. I already forgot the name.
Wattrel.
Tropius, Magikarp, Dendra. Lets me put one card from my hand to the bottom of my deck and then draw up to 5, so good draw card. And then another Paldea and Tauros. It would be really funny if when we get the set in English, all 3 of the Tauroses get like pre-release promos.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
Fuecoco, Spoink, Florgato.
There you go.
The Court, and then a Doug Trio.
Cool. Well, I'm not feeling like our sides of the boxes were very equal, but I believe in my team, all right? My belief and the power of friendship is going to carry me. Trust. Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun.
I'll draw for turn, bench both of my Tinkatink, and then I have rare candy, but no Tinkaton right now. Really hope that I can draw into Tinkaton, but I do really like this Wooper that I have in the active with the Find a Home attack. Can help me to find a stadium card, so I'll attach to Wooper. Since it's my first turn, I can't attack quite yet, and I'll pass to you.
I'll draw for turn. I'll attach for turn to the Quaxly. Play down the Nemona to draw 3. And then it looks like I'm just going to be chilling for a bit, so I will pass to you.
Draw for turn. I'll bench my Dedenne EX and attach a Psychic Energy to Dedenne EX, and I'll use Wooper's Find a Home attack, which allows me to search my deck for a stadium card and put it into my hand. Now, the stadium card I'm looking for, I think, is prized. No!
Let me guess, you're going for the Artisan?
The Artisan. Oh, the Artisan is so good. It allows me to search for basic Pokemon. I really want to have that in play. But it's all good. I could check my deck while I'm in here. Unfortunately, my Artisan is prized, so poor Wooper will be failing that Find a Home attack, meaning that Wooper has no home.
Oh, that's so sad. I will draw for my turn. I get the Meowscarada EX, which doesn't help me at the moment. So I'll play Faulkner. It lets me draw 2 cards, and if I have a Stadium card in play, which I do not, I'm able to draw 2 more cards. I will play down the Dino, evolve into the Quaxwell. I think I can easily just start putting pressure on you, so I'll attach the Jet Energy to my Quaxwell, which when I attach it to my bench Pokemon, I can switch it with my active. And I will use Splash for 50.
Oh my gosh, that is... Yikes! Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. Not exactly a huge fan of that. Wooper is definitely feeling it right now. I'll draw for turn. I'll attach this Psychic Energy to my Dedenne EX, and I'll pass to you.
Draw for turn. I'll play down my another Quaxly. I'll attach to the Quaxly here. And I think I'm just going to hope that you don't get the Psychic Energy, and I will splash again for 50 for the knockout.
Oof. Wooper goes down, and Zele takes his first prize card. I will... Do I promote Dedenne EX and say that I'm definitely going to get that Psychic off the top? or do I go with a more measured approach? I'll promote Tinkatink and draw for turn. I've got Faulkner, which is awesome. I'll play down Faulkner, which allows me to draw 2 cards. I don't have a Stadium in play. And I do find another Psychic Energy, which is awesome. I'll bench my Spoink, attach a Fire Energy to Tinkatink, and I will use Collect to draw a card.
I will draw for my turn. I think I'll attach the Luminous Energy to the Quaxly. I'll retreat the Quaxwell into the Dino. And I will pass to you.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of preserving your best attackers strategy going on right now, knowing that the Quaquaval EX is still in your deck, right?
Somewhere.
Yes. Yeah, well, I'm out here collecting, so I'm drawing tons of cards. I'll draw for turn. Ooh, Great Ball off the top of the deck. I'll play Great Ball, which allows me to look at the top 7 cards of my deck, and I can put a Pokemon I find there into my hand, and we have got some great finds. I will grab the Tinkaton, which is going to completely turn this game around. I will use my Rare Candy to evolve my active Tinkatink into Tinkaton, and Tinkaton has the Gather Materials ability. I get to discard a card from my hand and then draw 3 cards. I'll evolve my benched Tinkatink into Tinkatuff and attach a Psychic Energy from my hand to my active Tinkaton, and I'll use Special Hammer for 90 damage and the knockout.
I'll promote my Oricorio. We'll draw for turn. Okay, let's see. So if I attach here... Sweet. So in order to play this Dendra, I need to thin some cards from my hand, so I can retreat the Oricorio into my Quaxly, and then I will play Superior Energy Retrieval to discard the Florigato and the Grass Energy to put this back in my hand. I will play the Dendra to put the Grass Energy at the bottom of my deck, and then I get to draw 3 cards. So I'll have to swing with Quaxly's Reckless Charge attack for 30 damage, and he takes 10 damage in retaliation.
Oof. All right. I'll draw for turn. And since my poor Wooper got knocked out, Clodsire will not be getting any action this game. So I'll use Tinkaton's Gather Materials ability to discard Clodsire EX and draw 3 cards. And then I do have Pyroar in my hand, so I'll bench Litleo. I'll put Lesson Studio into play, which is a new Stadium card that reads the attacks of each player's Stage 1 Evolution Pokemon do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon, so that's pretty neat. I'll attach a Darkness Energy to my benched Litleo, and then I'll play Dendra, which requires that I put a card on the bottom of my deck and then draw until I have 5. So I'll get to draw 3 cards. I will use Tinkaton's Special Hammer attack for 90 damage and the knockouts.
I have to promote the Oricorio at this point. Hopefully I can get a Quaquaval EX at some point in the next 2 turns. So I'll draw for my turn, attach a basic Water Energy to the Quaxwell, and I can't do anything else, so I will just have to pass to Andrew.
All right. Looks like Tinkaton might be able to do the full sweep. I'll draw for turn, evolve my Litleo into Pyroar, and I'll use Tinkaton's Gathering Materials ability to discard Litleo and draw 3 cards. I'll evolve my Spoink into Grumpig, attach a basic Fire Energy from my hands to Pyroar, And then I will use Tinkaton's Special Hammer for 90 damage and go down to just one prize card remaining.
So draw my card for turn. It is basic grass energy, basic grass energy. So I just have to attach water from my hand. So I'll do 50 damage with Splash, and then with the Lesson Studio, it does 60.
Okay.
And then it is your turn.
And then I'll draw, and I can use Special Hammer for 90 damage and the game.
You should retreat and then attack with a Dedenne for the content.
And Tinkaton could take this knockout, but I think I'd rather do it with Dedenne EX. I'll attach an energy to Dedenne EX and retreat Tinkaton. And Dedenne EX will Wonder Shot for a game-winning 170 damage. And that is game one. All right. Is that how you expected it to go, Zele?
I was hoping for the tail swap.
The tail swap? Oh, because I had 90 damage.
90 on you.
Oh, yeah, that would have been sick.
I don't know. I saw my opening hand with the Quaxley and the Rare Candy, and I was like, and the Nimona, and I was like, I'm in there.
Oh, for sure.
I was just waiting the entire game to get or even the Sprigatito would have been good, because I had the Rare Candy Meowscarada the entire time.
You could see how an ability like Tinkaton's Gather Materials just completely changed the landscape.
Oh, yeah, even the attack, too. Drawing one card just means so much in this format.
It does. In limited formats, when you're just top decking a card every turn, you maybe have a couple supporters where you're drawing 3 cards at a time. Having that built-in draw 3 every turn allowed me to set up my deck, and even though the Pokemon on my side of the board weren't as strong as the Pokemon in your deck, I actually got to set mine up.
Yeah. It's really funny during the pre-release tournaments when you just go looking through your cards that you pull and you're like, oh, this one has collect for 2. That one's going in there for sure.
Yeah. And really, the collect on the Tinkatink was big, allowing me to just see another couple of cards. And then obviously that Gather Materials was was the star of the show in game 1. What are you hoping for in game 2, Zele?
I'm hoping I could get any evolution Pokemon out, a big one, and just start swinging.
I think that'd be good for sure. All right, let's see how game 2 goes. Best of luck.
Good luck. Draw for turn. Attach water energy. Play down Dino. Play down Quaxley. And I will pass to you.
I'll draw for turn. And I have a phenomenal opening hand. My goodness. This is great. I'll put Artisan into play, and with Artisan in play, I can play Faulkner, and Faulkner will allow me to draw 4 cards, which is, great in a limited format. And off of those 4 cards, I've got some basics. I'll bench Wooper. I'll play Great Ball first, which allows me to look at the top 7 cards of my deck, and then put a Pokemon I find there into my hand. I'm going to get that Clodsire EX and put that into my hand since I already have Wooper down. Then I will use Artisan Town, which allows me to search my deck for a basic Pokemon that does not have a rule box. This card is going to be incredible in Gym Leader Challenge formats since there are no rule box Pokemon in Gym Leader Challenge format, and it's just a great consistency card for any deck, so I really love that. Tinkatink off of the Artisan Town and put it onto my bench. I'll attach a Fire Energy to Paldean Wooper, and I'll pass to you.
Draw for turn. I'll play Faulkner to draw 2. I will use Artisan Town to search my deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto my bench. I'll go for the Sprigatito. I will attach the Jet Energy to the active Pokemon. Play down the Lesson Studio to get rid of your Artisan. So then I will use Paldean Tauros' Fury Horn attack to do 20 damage.
Ooh, all right. Let's see. My Spoink taking some damage. I'll draw for turn. And I'll play Nimona which allows me to draw 3 cards. I'll bench Spoink, and I'll evolve my Wooper into Paldean Clodsire EX. Ooh, and then that Tauros' second attack is really intimidating. You could just start spreading damage, which I don't like. I'm going to bench Dedenne EX and attach a Psychic Energy to Dedenne EX. And then I'm just going to pass to you.
Draw for turn. I'll play down Quaxley. I'll use Dendra to put the Superior Energy Retrieval at the bottom of my deck to draw 3. Honestly, at this point, really just waiting for a rare candy. I have the Quaquaval and the Meowscarada in hand. And I did check to make sure that it was in there before when I searched. So I will attach the Water Energy to the Tauros. So I'll use Tauros' Water Dive attack to do 60 damage to the Clodsire. I would typically choose the Dedenne, but because it has that Terrestrial ability, I cannot damage it on the bench.
I'll draw. My hand is not very good. I'll use Clodsire EX's Toxic Swamp ability to poison Tauros, and then I'll attach a basic Psychic Energy to my Dedenne EX, and I'll pass it over to you.
So Tauros takes 10 damage from poison. I will draw for my turn. I'll evolve into the Florigato, attach the Luminous Energy to the Florigato, and I'll do another 60 snipe to the... I'll go for the Tinkatuff. And I take another 10 damage from poison.
I'll draw for turn. I'll attach a Fire Energy to my active Spoink and retreat into Dedenne EX, bench Tinkatink, and I'll use Dedenne's Tail Swap to move 6 damage counters from my Tinkatink to Tauros.
So then I will draw for my turn. I'll evolve into Meowscarada EX.
There it is.
I will play Nemona to draw 3 cards. I will attach the basic Water Energy to the Meowscarada. I'm fine just chilling out a bit, so I think I'll use the Tauros' Water Dive attack to knock out the Tinkatink.
Draw for turn. I'm going to attach a basic Fire Energy to Clodsire EX, and I'll use Dedenne EX's Tail Swap to heal my Clodsire and put 6 damage counters on the Tauros, knocking it out, and I get to take a prize card.
I will draw for my turn, evolve into the Zweilous. So I'll use Meowscarada EX's Magic Bouquet ability to discard a Grass Energy card from my hand, and I get to choose one of your bench Pokemon and put 3 damage counters on it. So I will choose the Spoink, and I'll put 3 on that. And then I will use Meowscarada EX's first attack to do 100 damage with Nail Scratch.
I'll draw for turn, and would like to have a Fire Pokemon powered up. That would be good. I think I just need to smack this thing for as much damage as humanly possible right now. I'll bench Litleo, and then attach a Psychic Energy from my hand to Dedenne EX. I'll use Clodsire EX's Toxic Swamp ability to poison Meowscarada EX. I will use Dedenne EX's Wonder Shot to deal 170 damage.
And poison brings it up to 180. So then I draw for my turn. I will use Meowscarada's Magic Bouquet ability to knock out the Spoink.
Oof.
And then I will use Meowscarada's attack Nail Scratch to knock out your active Dedenne for game.
Oh, gosh. I didn't even realize that was what was happening. That's crazy. Wow. Meowscarada EX was insane that game.
I was really disappointed when I read that it could only go to the bench Pokemon, because I was really hoping to just knock out the Dedenne.
Right. That was crazy. Wow. I mean, being able to deal damage to my bench Pokemon like that before I'm even able to evolve them up was really strong. And then obviously just being able to deal 200 damage to an active Pokemon EX was Awesome. I did get in there with the Dedenne, though, and do some tail swap. That
was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if you didn't have him and I was just able to knock out the Clodsire on the bench.
Right. So that was important. It's funny because we kind of have that back and forth strategy going on. You can deal damage to my bench, but then I can heal my bench and deal damage to you. I think this game, I'm going to make sure that I don't forget about any of Clodsire's Toxic Swamp abilities.
Oh, yeah, I had no clue it was like that. That's really funny.
Yeah, for sure. So this should be fun. All right. Let's get into game 3. Good luck. I'll draw for turn. Unfortunately, I don't have any basic energy in my hand. I really hope that I can find one soon. Bench Spoink, and I'll pass it to you.
Draw for turn. I'll attach to the Wattrel, and I'll play down the Artisan. I'll use the Artisan Town to search my deck for a basic Pokemon and play it onto my bench. It looks like I will be going for the Sprigatito. And it is your turn.
I'll draw for turn. I'll play Clavel, which allows me to search my deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon that have 120 hit points or less and put them into my hand. Cool card for setting up, and since you don't have to put them straight onto the bench, you can play it even if your bench is full, which I really like. I'll get Wooper, I'll get Seviper, and I'll get my other Tinkatink. And again, I still don't have any basic energy yet, which is really tough. Next, I'll use Zele's Artisan Town, which allows me to search my deck for basic Pokemon and put it straight onto my bench. I'll get Larvesta. I'll bench Tinkatink, and I'll bench Wooper, and I'll pass to you.
I will draw for my turn. I'll use Artisan Town to search my deck for a basic Pokemon. Not really anything too crazy in here. I think I'll just grab the Paldean Tauros. Play that down. Play down another Quaxly. Attach to the active, and I will pass to you.
Draw for turn. Yes, we found an energy. That is fantastic. Now, I have a really good play this turn, but it requires that I find something off this Great Ball. So, in order to help me do that, I'm going to thin my deck a little bit more. I'll start off by playing Artisan Town to try and get one more basic out of my deck. I'll get the Litleo and play it to my bench. I'll play Great Ball to look at the top 7 cards of my deck, and that's a no-go. We've got Pyroar, but no Tinkatuff, unfortunately. It's fine. Pyroar is still good, but really was hoping that we could start to use Gather Materials. I'll evolve my active Litleo into Pyroar, and I'll attach, and I'll use Pyroar's Singe Attack, which burns Quaxly.
So I take 20 damage in between turns, and I'll flip to see if I heal from burn. So he does heal from burn, and I will draw for my turn, play down Dino. Do you happen to know what this Quaxly does? I like that. So I will attach a Grass Energy card from my hand to my Quaxly, and I will use Quaxly's Gel Up attack for 20 damage, though with a weakness it does 40, and then during Andrew's next turn, if the active Pokemon tries to attack, he flips a coin, and if tails, that attack fails.
Ugh, don't love that. I'll draw for turn. And I do have an energy. I'll evolve my Litleo into Pyroar. I'll evolve my Larvesta into Volcarona. So I got a pretty strong board right now, but I do not love that Flip Clause that you just put on me. That is very bad, actually, especially since I'm kind of energy dry right now. I think I got to go for it, though. I'll attach a Darkness Energy from my hand to Pyroar, And I'll go for Overrun. No, it's a Tails, so the attack fails.
Draw for turn. I'll play Great Ball from my hand, and I look at the top 7 cards of my deck, and then I get to choose a Pokemon card I find there and put it into my hand. And I have to go with the Hydreigon. No stage 1s in there, unfortunately. So he goes to my hand. And then looks like I will just have to use Quaxly's Gel Up attack again for another 40 damage, and then Andrew will need to flip again if he decides to attack.
This is pain. I'll draw for turn. Okay, we've got another chance. I'll play Great Ball, which allows me to look at the top 7 cards of my deck and put a Pokemon I find there into my hand. We've got Tinkatuff?
Tinkatuff, yep.
Yes, we've got Tinkatuff, which is fine, but it's no Tinkaton. Really needing to flip aheads on this Overrun now, though. The stakes are very high. I'll evolve my Tinkatink into Tinkatuff, and I'll attempt Pyroar's Overrun for the knockout. It's a Tails again! No!
So I draw for turn. I will attach a energy to the Paldean Tauros, and I will use Quaxly's Gel Up attack again for the knockout.
This is so sad. I can't believe a single Quaxly was able to take down my Pyroar. That is so devastating. Oh, man. I'll promote Spoink and draw for turn. I'll attach a fire energy from my hand to Pyroar and pass to you.
Draw for turn. I'll attach a water energy to the Tauros. I will use Quaxly's Gel Up attack for 20 damage, and if Andrew decides to attack with the Spoink, he will need to flip a coin, and if Tails, that attack fails.
Ugh. I'll draw. I am really spinning my wheels out here. I need some energy. Bad. I'll use Artisan Town, and with Artisan Town, I'll get Larvesta just to thin my deck one more card. I don't want to top deck that Larvesta. I have to pass it to you.
Draw for turn. I will attach grass energy to the Paldean Tauros. I will retreat the Quaxly.
This is bad.
And doesn't really matter. I'll play the Lesson Studio. And then I will use Paldean Tauros' Water Dive attack to do 60 damage to the Paldean Wooper to knock it out.
Ugh. Zele goes to 2 prizes left. That is brutal. I'll draw. I'll bench Tinkatink. I'll play Dendra, which requires that I put a card on the bottom of my deck, and then I can fill my hand to 5. So I'll put that Stadium on the bottom and draw 2. I did get some energy cards, which is good, but at this point I am in kind of a dire situation. I'll retreat Spoink into Pyroar, and I will use Pyroar's Singe attack to burn you.
So I do not heal from burn. So I draw for my turn. I'll play Nemona to draw 3. I will evolve into the Kilowattrel.
Oof.
Attach for turn. I will use Paldean Tauros' Water Dive attack to knock out the Spoink.
Oof.
And then I take 20 more damage from burn.
See if you heal from burn.
I do not.
Tails. I'll draw for turn. Definitely in a tough spot. Wish I had that Grumpig last turn to prevent that Spoink from getting knocked out, but that's okay. I'll attach a fire energy to my Pyroar. You're going to take 20 more damage from burn, and because of the Stadium, my Overrun attack is doing 70 damage, so I will be able to knock you out. So I will Overrun for 70, and then with the burn, the Tauros gets knocked out, and I will place 2 damage counters on the Quaxly.
And then I will draw a card for turn. And I do have the basic energy card in hand, so I will attach that to the Kilowattrel, and I will use Jetwing for 160 damage for the knockout.
Whew, that was a tough one. Real tough. I can't believe that Quaxley.
Oh, he got in there.
Oh, the Quaxley. If I flip a heads on either of those attacks into Quaxley, that game is totally different. It was fun.
Oh, yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah. I thought that these decks would work a lot worse than they did.
Oh,
honestly.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, they actually ended up working pretty fine.
So I do know Boss's Orders is in the set, but we didn't get it. It was very nice playing in like just going at a leisurely pace of being like, oh, you can't gust this up and knock it out. Oh, you can't gust this up.
Yeah, maybe speak for yourself, because my bench was not safe playing against your deck with the Paldean Tauros and the Meowscarada EX. Yeah, it was tough. Yeah, for sure. But
the Tauros put in a lot more work than I thought. At first, I was like, oh, 3 energy, not really going to do too much. But being able to just sit there and just 60, 60, 60.
Right, and a lot of little Pokemon have 60 hit points. Being able to knock them out or even just soften up big EX Pokemon was certainly very valuable. I gotta say, generally, I liked the pace of the games.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah. It reminded me of kind of classic Pokemon TCG battling. No turn 200 damage or whatever, you know. If you don't set up immediately, that's okay. You always have a chance.
Yeah, no, it felt great. Like, even I started really slow a few of the games, and I was still able to bring it back just because we were both going at that pace. It didn't punish one of us if the other one was just going like hardcore, whatever. So it was really nice being able to just slow it down a bit.
Well, it looks like Zele is the official king of Triplet Beat, so congratulations. You got me this time. Running it back after the Game 1 loss. I am proud of my deck, though. I feel like it performed pretty well, considering I felt like going in that I had a much weaker deck than you. So I was happy to be able to get one win. If they do this again, which I'm sure they will, I would love to try and run it back with another Build and Battle Japanese booster box
I think that'd
experience.
be so much fun.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
Awesome.